It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Vikings and the Lions coming up next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cousins from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. Oh, nice move. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And complete right side to Cook. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield, get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now out comes Minnesota. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Second and 11 now.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play fake.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the Iowa State product. It's Kene Nwangu.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Throwing on second down. Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. He also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter, because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film, you showed me he also made people miss.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Lions at 12-4 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Now a give right side Swift.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down to number 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
On 2nd down, McFarland. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
This is Swift on the counter.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Pressure.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Avoids him at the 5. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
They go play action. Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
To throw is Cousins.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Cousins. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Aiden Hutchinson
Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jennings.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. He'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off play action. Jennings. He'll buy some time right.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Jennings. And that's hauled in. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Straight ahead running. Here's McFarland.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jennings.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, Jennings. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jennings dancing to his left.
And that nearly intercepted. For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Back-to-back incompletions in what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards. Forced the 4th down. come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cousins on first down.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get more rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books boxes. A 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football, CD. That's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Cook up the gut. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Cousins. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aleem McNeil.
He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Jennings. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On 3rd and 2, Jennings. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back now as they come up on 1st down. On play action, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
To throw again on second down. Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he will have a Vikings first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Cousins again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Buying time to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
he was defended by Kirby Joseph.
Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Cousins pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense set to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Jennings. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Complete, Jefferson the target.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll throw again. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, as we know, they have already clinched the NFC North, a wild card game waiting for them to open the postseason, and they have earned the right to host at Charles in front of the home crowd.
And this is a division with a lot of history and legacy. And if you're a team to take the crown out of this group, you've already proven you're one of the names to watch in the NFC playoffs. I think they'll be an incredibly tough out in the postseason.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Jennings. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the gun, here's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
80 yards right. Season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A handoff, Swift running to the left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Operating from the gun, Jennings. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, McFarland. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Back to throw. Jennings. Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jennings.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jennings. Touchdown!
Nico Collins.
The 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 29, Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Cousins now to throw on first down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. A throw on the money to Rager. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Rager, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these 2 sides. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So Cousins and the Vikings down 20-17. A minute 52 to play. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Able to find Thielen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Cousins to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Cousins
completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Cousins.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but...
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while, because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good impact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Minnesota,
they get a Week 18 victory to make that final mark a bit more palatable at 6-11.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Detroit,
they finish up the regular season with a mark of 12-5.
And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.